God bless everyone. It's October 21st, 2025. A little later than I want it to be. But still happened. God is still here. God's rolling all of this. There's nothing that he's not doing. Hello, West Side 78. He is everything. And he is right now. There are techniques and methods to bring you closer to him. And usually some of those, you have to pay for. I have a course to pay for. Simple as that. And it stills the mind. Through stilling the mind is when you'll feel him. He is your spirit. So a stillation of the mind, you begin to feel your soul. And I'm also offering one-on-one free help. Thank you, Amanda, reporter. Hey, what's up, boss? The Lorax. Yeah. And I'm just a guide. So whether it's one-on-one help, you pay for the course, which it's an ancient course, simply to feel God. I'm just a guide. Okay? Because he's always right here. You can feel his presence. It is your life. I don't have some advantage over you. I don't want anything from you. Nor am I better. I appreciate you all. And I appreciate all perspectives. Yeah. Because the best thing is to feel him. To feel your living life. It's inside of everyone and everywhere. There is nothing outside of this. Outside of you is the same feel of life. What's up, boss? God bless you. There is nothing outside of you. It's the same feel of love. How's it going? And it's the same inside. The outside is an illusion. of shapes and forms. When you feel the love inside, how's it going? So when you feel the love inside, you feel the love outside. There is no difference between you and the outside. The only way to see this is to have stillness, to have no thoughts, because then everything's gone. All illusion is gone. There's no boundaries. The mind can't conceptualize this because there is no more mind. It's not in use. And you see this by meditativeness or by a laser sharp focus. Okay? So the illusion that's, oh, all this is this, you're not naming it. My mustache is whack. Love thy neighbors. I hope you get a job and find a home. Well, I have a job and a home. Jesus loves you, Donna. Seek mental help. Yeah, there's nothing on my head. There would be nothing to help. Gaining info becomes an endless cycle of gaining info. There's nothing to gain because you already are it. You already are one with God. You are everything. Hello, Lucas, Ian, Una Gadowski. I also have that hairline. It doesn't suck. Hair blah or hair law. It's simply what's happening. Don't confuse it with what anybody else has going on. And simply, God gave you this. That is true. Love thy neighbors always. Yeah. And we have to love our neighbors. It's not something you try to do. You only have to try from the mind. The mind requires effort. Okay? When you fall into God's will, His intuition, it's like there's no effort there. Okay? You might still walk and do things physically, but there's no more activity going on in the mind. There's no more problems. Everybody wants to feel amazing. When your mind is moving rapidly, you just simply become agitated. Anybody that's angry, if you watch them, they're always very fidgety, and their mind is moving too fast for them to keep up with. That is why they're fidgety, and it's why they can't keep up with it. Okay. Hello, black hole. You subbed because of my laugh. It's evolved over my lifetime. I'm pretty good, Euphoria. I thought you were gonna email me. It's time to party. Yeah, there's never not a time to party. You can always be happy. It's just the way you look at things. Okay? But happiness, everything that you've ever acknowledged, any emotion or thought, it's all came inside of you. It's never came from the outside. Never. Never, ever. And you need to realize this. You may have reacted to something outside. You may have felt something from the outside. Okay? But it just came from the inside. You felt it inside. Okay? Everybody wants to get somewhere, and all thoughts want to feel something. Because other than that, you're just thinking. And feeling is what makes it real. We all want to feel our best. Simply, the search ends now. It's inside of you. It is living inside of you. You become the living life. Okay? Just as like an animal knows what to do. You tap into that, then you are home. Okay? And why not be happy right now, even if you can't feel your life? Because when you do, it's the greatest. Ecstasy. It's the greatest love. Okay? We all want to feel this. So it's time to party. I'm better, Euphoria. Get a little better every day. Hard is the outcome of the reward we get later on. Thank you, love thy neighbor. God bless you. Yeah. God gave me this heart. He gave you that appearance. But underneath that is where he resides. Appearances are just something that they seem. Okay? Just what they look like. One of my favorite games of all time was called Kingdom Hearts. One of the first games I've really actually played at 11 or 12. But Hearts. Kingdom of Hearts. It's actually like a Disney involved, and it's real good. Do you know which country adopted the first religion first? No, I don't. You're gay for me. Hello, Golden Gooner. Hello, badass. They both use strap-on tools. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you came in here the other day. Your whole life, yeah, it's just you reacting to things. If you stop all reactions, you stop phasing, you're not phased, then simply you will get to this point. It's a stillness. It's where nothing goes on. And it seems like everything's going on. But really, the stillness is what you are. It's when you feel the most alive. It's when you're the most content. We don't really get, again, happiness comes from the inside. So if you find happiness inside of you, then you'll have it eternally. And your outside life will become happy simply because you feel it inside. And what happens outside doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the activity or anything you do. You could go to jail. You could climb out Mount Everest. You could save a shark. You could get bit by a shark. Realistically. But you already feel happiness. It does not matter what happens outside. Again, the outside is thus an illusion because everything is felt from inside. And it's from your reaction. Any happiness you find self-source. Happiness is the natural occurrence of your life. You are life. You are the feel of life. Like literally, not the body, not the human, not the form, not the thought. You are the fundamental feel of life. That's what's keeping it alive, is this feel. It is love. That's what it translates to. And yeah, you can feel this now. I live in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, East Coast, United States. God bless you, Holy Spirit. Alan Watts, Aquarian. I started listening to Alan Watts when I first was trying to get in spirituality, but then my body got messed up, and yeah. I used to actually listen to Alan Watts. I would go on YouTube and play it like right before bed. Yeah. It's like some bacon juice. I'm a freak. Well, you gotta love me. Yeah. Hello, push Cardi, because I am Cat in the Hat. Everything is a sign. Everything is trying to guide you and thrust you in to the present moment. Every animal you see, God is sending that. Every person you see, God is sending that. So when you hop off stream, your whole life, you could even say it's scripted, but it is all synchronized. You're meant to run into all these people and all the people you didn't run into. You're all meant to be here. And I commend you all for living your life. That bird is a god. Yeah. It's very beautiful. It's a blue flamingo. Hello, Yoda. Yeah, emerged the bird. It must be God. You already know. Calmness can bring a feeling of content. Yeah. God, to reach him, you slow down. The mind slows down. Okay? And then you have a chance to become aware. That's when you can feel God. People that are in a rush, it's going to be very hard to maintain happiness. Okay? You're not going to be able to feel God if you're always rushing. He is all of this. You see, you don't see him, but he's the silence. Okay? There's a feel to all this. It's quietness in your mind. Even though you can see this, there's a fundamental energy here. It's love. Okay? And even if you can't feel this life you are, feel all this, you can choose love with your power. If you just choose love with your mind and hold on to it, you will begin to radiate it. Okay. But I agree with you, West Side. It's very beautiful back here. There's no debates. There's no arguments. There's no one telling anyone what to do here. It's quietness. Peaceful. So how would the bird be a sign? You would see it captured in the present moment to where you wouldn't be thinking about it. You would just be in awe. Okay? That would be the real way. Yeah. You could have a thought, but the bird swoops down, catches your attention. Now you lost the thought. You stepped back into the presence. the thought's gone. It could also be a sign that, such as birds going in the air, they could be ready to feast. Could be a sign that a storm is coming, something bad is coming. Okay? Because nature itself is connected to God. Everything is simultaneously happening. There's nothing outside of this. As in chances, God is the chance. There are no coincidences. It's just a weird word. I don't know the double blue hot chop. Peace brings happiness. We're not talking about feelings that you're used to. It's above all emotions. It's a meditativeness to where you peel off all those emotions. They don't resonate with you. They don't affect your happiness. They don't affect you. Your mind thinks of something. Ooh, yeah, this is. Oh yeah, this is exciting, and da 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 da. That's called the roller coaster, because then you're gonna eventually think of something else, and then you're gonna go down in your happiness through the creation of your thought. So then you'll dip into sadness. Most people's happiness goes like this. If you drop all those thoughts, then you just become happiness. Your soul shines. The thoughts, no matter what it is, they crowd the soul. They muddy it. And when the thoughts go, you just feel your soul. Okay. Thank you, Brendan. I'm going to read some comments now. The king of... What did they say my name was yesterday? Means a prince or a king. I think Alan Watts stopped pseudo-intellectuals. Oh. I thought you said psychedelics. Yeah. Well, he helped a lot of people. That's your favorite bird? Yeah, I mean, it's grown to be like one of my favorite, to be honest. Yeah, there's hawks around here now. I think red-tailed hawk. That's a big bird. I mean, it's big. It sometimes sits up on these light posts. I'll show you. Yeah, right up there. He'll sit right at the top. I've got it on camera before, on the live. Those usually sit by like the warehouses. But let's say there's actually bald eagles around here, very close to me. Like, everyone keeps saying the world is going to hell and it's getting so bad. It seems to get bad. You could call me a fortune teller or a whatever they say a psychic. But you can already see this. Ever since COVID, all these animals all around the world have came closer. You know, Italy was saying that dolphins were coming up in the waterways in Italy. I didn't even know dolphins could come up in the waterways. I see people communicating more. Every day I see this. Every day it's getting closer and closer. So while you might think it's getting worse, everything's actually becoming more connected. It's where we're all headed. The only way you could not head towards this, because it's a natural occurrence out of you, would be resistance. You forcibly creating resistance. The ring burn chat. Yeah, you stop listening to him, and then you come back. So you stopped, you felt, okay, I need to stop now. Stuff happened. Now you started searching again. The search, the thing that you always want, is right inside of you. Even if you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if you find this contentness inside of you, you don't care about having that. Trust me. This is a dropping of all desires. You become completely happy. There is nothing else. There is no more that you want. Then you're completely fine with life. Forever. Okay? Yeah. Doesn't mean you can't still do stuff. But you're not worried about the outcome. God is sending us you today. For gamer context, yeah. You are just, if you play Oblivion, The Sims, any role-playing game, you are actually, if you look at the character in the game, you're controlling them, right? Your character is not thinking in the game. And this is exactly how our reality is. That simulation is just a reflection of this. I'm glad you're busy. I'm going to scroll down. Good stash, bad takes. Okay. With spider legs. When you become angry, then the outside becomes angry. Notice how this comes from you. Thank you for the good stash, Niz Warb. Jesus loves you. We're doing nothing. Simultaneously, we're doing everything. Get on a live stream and do a mustache. Why are you even furrier than I? Team Jesus. The team of good. God bless you all. I get the feeling that I'm going to jam Collective Souls Heaven. So does that mean you're going to do music? You just donated to me. Eagles are just appearing before they even had a name. They were just caw. No, post react. No. Yeah. Hello, residents. I appreciate the donation. That's going into the intentional community. Yeah. Southern Ohio has a lot of hawks. Yeah. I'm in Pennsylvania, the west of Pennsylvania. Buckeye Trail. No. This is a super small trail behind a baseball field. Hello, Strawberry. How do you describe it then? How's your life going? I'm simply becoming the life. It's not going anywhere. I simply just feel the life that I am. I'm not even living it. I became involved or absorbed in the feeling of it. Jesus said, just have to say you have a killer mustache. Thank you. Hello, Rick. There's our morning jogger. Hello. God bless you. Book a job is my life at the moment. A blue from Lingo. There's people that owe me money, but I forgave them all. Could say I learned lessons. The lesson was to forgive them all. I would be rich by 20, 21 years old if people weren't stealing money off of me. So I could be mad. Yeah, it's a blue heron. Did you play Burnout on GameCube? Are you talking about Burnout's Revenge? I didn't have a GameCube. My phone is not cooperating. Yeah. Well, as the moderators, I just want the negative spam when people repeatedly say something, because it just ruins it for everybody else. I want them blocked. And anybody that's attacking one of the community members, you shall do with what you want. Yeah. I mean, the mustache came into this robotic killer. I had no choice. It's gotten colder since I've been out here, ironically. It's colder than it was the last 40 minutes. And basically, I'm surrounded by water. So, yeah, it gets colder by the water, like 15 degrees. It's pretty cold. I would say it's probably about 40 Fahrenheit. But the sun's going to come up and then it's going to get warmer. And thanks for that donation. I see you, Resonance. Some of it was lent, Black Hole, but some of it was stolen. First-time subscriber, take part in everyday live streams. I haven't done mushrooms, and I don't plan to for the rest of my life. I don't plan to do any drugs. Simply, they don't interest me. I haven't done mushrooms in like 11 years. If something did interest me, it wouldn't be, it would feel good to make the choice. And I would go after that interest. It doesn't matter what anybody says. And I've never had interest in certain things. And I can tell you just from experience, you will never reach the pinnacle of life through drugs, even recreational ones. Okay. You'll never find the end all do all. It's already inside of yourself. Now, who's to say you can go do whatever you want? But I wouldn't search for spiritual enlightenment, and I wouldn't search for God taking any of these. We are vibing. Life is just a vibe. Yeah, I'm praying with one hand. I would be using both hands. I'm blessing. No, I can't do a cosmic beard twirl. I am not on Twitch. I'm only live right here. Ashes, the Phoenix. This is also saying I'm thankful for you guys. Sometimes it's better to show it than to actually say it. Yeah. We have more potential, but we keep reaching for crap we can't even understand. You can't understand the feel of life. You can't understand the feel of God, or maybe even Him, because He's omnipresent. He is everything. Okay. When you feel Him, which is love, when you feel love, you automatically have an understanding. You're just okay with everything. Love is understanding. An end to the mind. But Burnout's Revenge was one of the sickest car racing games ever. What do? I just become in the present moment. God's presence. And then that guides me to where I need to be. Burnout's Revenge, yeah. Planes. I want my hair to get more wilder. So thank you. Thank you for all the comments. I love to hear all your perspectives. He doesn't have a job. Everybody's job is to find God and to do what you truly want to do. No one can tell you what you truly want to do, for that's already installed inside of you. And I have to tie my shoe in a second. How do you feel about the only Abraham religions? It's whatever, how you want to take them, the peanut turkey. The peanut turkey, like, I have nothing against anybody. Those beliefs, okay? I have no judgments against them. And there is only one God. There's one feel of life. And all this is happening through that feel of life. Yes, Euphoria. How do you recommend staying connected spiritually without being able to be in nature? You're already connected. You could be in a jail cell. It doesn't matter where you're at. There is nothing. This is going to sound real abstract and aggravate some. There is nothing outside of where you're at. Being in nature will calm your thoughts down. Okay. It'll be more harmonizing. Could be more quiet. But naturally, when you're in nature, your mind will become more still. Especially if you reside there for a longer time. So you're going to cut out distractions, noise from vehicles and motors. Also, even the unseen, such as Wi-Fi signals and radio signals. But strawberry, that's one of the biggest misconceived things. We are already connected spiritually. God is with you within, and He's without. You really are nowhere. There is nothing outside of you except the feeling that you're resonating with. If you choose peace, if you choose love, your world becomes lovely. You choose peace, you don't have to deal with arguments. Yeah. And then you won't run into it anymore. It just will seemingly all disappear. Great question. I look like Superman flying around. Emerald tablets tell the real truth. Yeah. I haven't read them. I don't think I have. Okay, maybe parts. I don't know where they come from, the emerald tablets, so. Look at this. I don't know what Verum is. Vroom. I do follow the Bible, Peanut. But I also had my own life experiences, which is God. God is teaching you through life experiences. There used to be this kid way back in 3rd and 4th grade. I still remember what he looks like. And yeah, he was, you could say, unconscious. But God was still there. When he would go to the bathroom, he would be like, vroom. he, he really loved race cars. Yeah, I'm grinding. My view of life is respect for death. Yeah. You have fear of death, but death is the greatest thing because you can rejoice with the Lord and have a review of your life. Just slowing down and clearing your mind. Yeah. Death is just a thought. What's actually dying when you die are simply your thoughts. That's why it's scary. Scare is an illusion itself. Just slowing down, clearing your mind, no matter where it gets you there. Yes, planes. Yes, there's a plane right there. You see how symbolic it is. Everything's just happening. It's all in God's control. Just have no reaction towards it. React out of love. But don't force anything. There are techniques and methods, though. It's more than talk planes. The hardest thing for a human body is to become still. There's certain individuals that would need certain things. Five, the alphabet, yeah. Forest is less laggy, yeah. If I was to go into a big forest, though, that I couldn't even go alive. I've never played Clash Royale. I've never played, what's that one game that, with Fortnite? Never played it. I was actually got my brother onto Minecraft, but I didn't really even play Minecraft. I was there when it first came out. I am Chewbacca. Quack, quack. Most of my life lessons, since they happen through God, they just automatically align with the Bible's teachings. Yeah. I have nothing against the Bible. I have nothing against anybody. And yeah, I believe in it. Yes. I believe in Jesus Christ. So yeah. There's nothing wrong with Jesus. I couldn't even make up something that I don't like about him. It's very peculiar that someone could not like him. But then that's not my choice. So, yeah. How could you hate that man? What don't you like about him? Yeah, so, I believe he did the greatest good. He evolved humanity. And he did good. And I don't know every single thing about the Bible. Yeah, death is always there, but your soul is always live. It doesn't die. Okay? Everything is always live. It's all connected. It cannot not be connected. Hello, knee crapers. And reading the Bible and understanding it can bring you to God in Jesus Christ. Critical thinking can be a way. That's why I'm building a commune, knee crapers or crappers. Yeah, I'm building one in Mother Nature so you can find God and do techniques and live stress-free. No one dies. That's an illusion. There's no one to die. That's just your thought that's dying. Look at the mirror sometimes. Just think, when someone falls in love with themselves, physical appearance, there's a story of narcissism, ancient Greek. The guy was named Narcissus. There were no mirrors back then, but he looked into a slow, rippling pond, and he seen his reflection, and the guy named Narcissus, this is where the word comes from, he fell in love with his reflection, which is a false identity. He's never seen it before. He's fallen in love with the material realm, with the flesh. Most girls and guys are doing this. The real narcissist. Okay. As that's where the word comes from. Yeah, God gives peace. That's true. I also love race cars. After death is just going into God's love. If you were unaware of this, usually then you do bad deeds, then you're going to have to repay those. Thank you, black hole. Yeah, I am funny. I say a lot of jokes that I don't expound on or expound, but they're actually really funny. I grew up around comedians, but again, I just feel the joy inside of me, and I'm always laughing. Whether it's because of something, a cause, or simply I'm just laughing because life is funny. Death is an inevitable constant. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. What was wrong with them saying meow, 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 Euphoria? Why do you seem kind of normal today? Because every day I'm getting better. I'm normal every day. Hello, Ghost Samurai. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. Hello, Pfeffernuss. Yeah. Again, the peanut turkey. I have researched some of their stuff. I don't know any. I've never met a Buddhist in real life. I don't agree with some of their things, that's for sure. Uh, Usually Buddhists, or at least how it was, they exile women. Yeah. Hinduism used to be the same. They basically used to say a woman can't find God, is what they prefer. And they would praise the man. Okay. I don't know if it's always been that way or occurrence happen. Yeah. Buddhism to me is just an offshoot of Hinduism. It's just different ways of explaining God, and it's just their explanation. Yeah. In particular, Buddhism and other cultures. Some cultures have uh, more details of what hell is and what can get you there. Okay. So it's the same hell. So you could look into how the Buddhists view hell. They go into more detail about it. Okay. Most of us aren't going there. Okay. The people going to hell, you usually don't see these people. Okay. They're usually hiding. Okay. So simply do good and you're going to heaven. And believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, I respect the Hinduism and Buddhism. Again, they're not really religions. This is something else profound. The English, and maybe you could say Christianity, Abrahamic religions, they have called them religions. They were never a religion. That's something to very consider. It's okay. That's why it gets confusing when we say they're religions. They don't see themselves as religions. Even if you go there, it's been a overpower taken from when they were overtaken. Basically, a thing about the India, they were so spiritual, they were so happy and content. They couldn't be invaded. Like, anytime they were invaded by British or an outside nation, they couldn't tear them down. They they had such happiness, they just couldn't be defeated. Even if they imposed laws. Okay? So, because we think we know something about a particular nation or their history, that's what we've been told. We don't necessarily know the truth. Okay? But again, we're all one in one life. Hello, Rated R. Lewis. Favorite game? Probably Kingdom Hearts. Gears of War for the multiplayer. Yeah. You can feel God now, ABM. Yeah. He is the living life. He is living through you. Do you believe what Jesus did too? Yeah. Yes, I do. When we will be judged? Yeah. I don't like he became alive after death. Why? What don't you like about it? Oh, he lied. Yeah, but simply accept it. Well, that's because they're trying to. A lot of people have done very evil deeds. I'm not saying their names, but from what I have heard, a lot of people are they're becoming fake Christians, such as maybe celebrities, and because they've done real evil deeds. I'm not saying anyone in particular, but this is what I've heard. And they're trying to go to Christianity to I don't know, to hide and to propagate their evil deeds. They're trying to run from their sins, not to repent. That's not what they're trying to do. Okay? It's not what they're trying to do. They're acting like that's what they're trying to do, if that makes sense. But that's why you're seeing that specifically, Peanut. Yeah, the whole world judges you. That's just something that I heard, though. You could probably prove it to yourself. Yeah, there's no reason to fight anything, ABM. There's nothing to confront. God is simply letting down all your resistance. I agree that's not Christ-like, completely. Completely. How are we going to be judged? You are judging your own actions. It's not even that you're judging them. Through your intuition, stuff feels right. Okay? If you're ignorant of your intuition, then you're going to do things that feel wrong, but you think they're right. You could justify anything. That's what evil people do, or a lot of people in general. God contacts you through your intuition. It's also represented in the teachings. Okay? But you have the fundamental feel of, oh, this is right. It's why you don't go and do these evil things. You have to be very unconscious. You have to go against what feels right. Okay? You actually have to force it. Do you know? Yeah, that's a great point, Lucas. I believe there's definitely banned parts of the Bible. Again, it was rewritten. It was written after the time that it happened. It's been rewritten many of times. We have to understand that. It still stands. Yeah. I don't know the exact part banned. Yeah. So, it's something very well to consider. I'd love to hear about it sometime, Lucas. I'm not sure what you mean, Ronan. Good morning, Bryce. A true Christian should not be aggressive. Exactly. Hello, MK. You got something? Oh, thank you.
You know Jake. Jake Schmidt went to school.
Yeah, I've heard of Jake Smith.
Oh, he's out the airport one time. He's a county cop.
County cop. Okay, I've heard of that. I mean, I'm only 31, so.
You ever heard of Brad? I know he used to go to school.
Brad who? I always talk to like the older grades, and all my best friends were all older, so.
Probably if you'd see him, you know.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of Jake Smith though, like for sure. Yeah, I'm just on a live video, so that's what I'm always doing when I'm around here. So you know,
That's why I didn't want to interrupt. I just give you a note.
I appreciate it. God bless you. Hello, MK. Are you identifying with your eternal essence? Yeah. I'll scroll all the way down because I do what I want. Well, if doing what you want, if it makes you feel good, as it should, then yeah, that is God guiding you through one, you feeling it, and He's also the one that allowed you to give you life, as we are a part of Him. I just scrolled back on the comments. I'm at the beginning. I'm not. Are you talking to me, the peanut turkey? Why do you care so much to change someone's faith? I don't think so. How do we hear God? Simply, God talks through the feel of your intuition. He talks through your gut. You could stay in the feel of your gut for the rest of your life. You could say it's the walking Bible. It's not necessarily in words, okay? But your whole life is synced up to Him. And when you feel, oh, I need to go this way, there's not an explanation behind it. This is God pulling you this way. It feels like the right way. There's no evidence for it. You could never get here by science. But we all know this intuition. It's outside of the mind. So God is always guiding you. Okay? He's always there. No haircut. Relationship with God. You don't need religion to connect with God. He's the one that gave you living life. So that is true. Can't argue against that. That is true. Can't argue against that. But again, He's always there. He is the pinnacle of life. Why you become thankful is because you feel your life. You just become it. The actual feeling of life itself. There is no more you. You lose all identity. You just feel. Okay? It's the greatest feeling in the world. It's where all your thoughts are trying to get to. They're actually just trying to stop. I look like a demon. Well, I don't feel like one, and that is definitely not my residence. Yeah. Focus on accomplishing goals can lead to small. Yeah, we're meant to have a personal relationship with Christ, Michael. You don't have to be a religious person. Once you feel your life, you automatically become thankful for it. there's it's just a natural process. Well, that's good you have an open mind, ABM. Yeah, because you're focusing on the next thing, strawberry. That is the mind unstill, and it's creating a future that's not really there. For it's already here. The future is now, as in the presence. The presence is always forever now, not the future. There is no future. It's still going to be the same presence. Outside situations may change or seem to, but you'll still be in the presence inside of you. It's just all one. And once you feel this, you feel God, you're fine about the afterlife because you're already with Him. The afterlife is the future. Let's read some of these. It is the waken's job to bring the unlightened to reach the same. If they feel that, yeah, that can be. God is the midst of our storms. He's the valleys. I'm in a valley right now. Yeah, God is more than a name. He's the feel. And once you feel Him, then you know it's real. It's the only thing that we seek. It's beneath all our thoughts. And it's the outcome of all of our thoughts. It's why we go into activities so our thinking resigns. And once you feel God, life is complete. There's no more struggles. It's the best feeling in the world. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed some of your comments. I appreciate all you guys and all your perspectives. Hello, Jesse Tunes. We can't expect nothing. If you ever expected something from somebody, you'll come soon to find they're going to let you down. You accept pain and death. That's just a thought about it. There is no pain once you find God or death. It's to bring you back to God. It's just forgetting, a forgettance, and a remembering. You wanted to experience this life, to have lessons, simply that you overcome. Yeah. You could say it's a fun game. Overcome our absurdity, our sins, are basically bad deeds. Hello, Jeremy. Yeah. That's why we don't have no problems. You just put it all on Jesus Christ. And then you feel what you need to do. People just don't do what they feel they need to do. That they don't take action. Okay? Then they get upset they don't take action. Do you know almost everybody that I personally know has done the same exact thing with a few life different situations, whatever. Everyone's done the same exact thing they've done all their life. And them changing was just a hint of luck. Most people don't even really do anything. Okay? They have the same mindset. Yeah. Same miserableness. Usually they're just sitting there, thinking about the past. Really, there is no past. I mean, it's all just happening in the presence of God. Yeah. And I am holding one free one-on-ones for a limited time. And I usually charge money for them. I'm just doing it out of the heart of me. What's the purpose to born? To find God, to be happy, to undo all your sins. Doubt is the beginning of search for truth. The comments, I missed your Kunjun Upad. Hopefully that answers. Your life is just meant to be happy. To do what you actually want to do. To stop the resistance. It's to feel the life you already are. The living life. It's the best feeling in the world. It does not happen from outside of you. And even if you do any activity, you're feeling it from the inside. So this is the home. This is the all result. You're not living a life. You're not going anywhere. And there is nowhere outside of you. Okay? Because whatever the feeling of the state you're in, that becomes the whole world, regardless what's happening. So, you just want to feel this life inside of you. It's just everything comes down to a simple fundamental feel. You are not the human. You are not your name. You're most definitely not your thoughts. Because those change if you become a witness. You are before the thoughts. You are when the thoughts drop. Okay. You are who you are when you're sleeping. You can call this the soul, but it's a fundamental feel of life, which is love. It's quietness. Because we are simply a feel beyond the thoughts. Hopefully I answered that. And to respect us. Yeah. Death is, again, it's just the dying of the mind. Your mind itself doesn't want to die, ironically. It's just self-talking to yourself. Oh, no. You're talking to yourself. Put an end to the talking. see when it ends. Then you feel life. You can only feel life or talk to yourself in the head. Feeling life is naturally occurring out. It's naturally just happening outside of you. It's not naturally just resonating. So only the thought is what really dies. But your mind, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to die. It's scared. It's scared that what if I stop thinking? Where will I go? It's the most blissful state. There's no more activity up here. You feel everything you need to do. It feels right. That's simply God speaking to you. And life in reality, it's all a part of you. It's always trying to guide you. Thank you, Michael. You're thankful for this platform. Yeah. Sometimes there's so many comments and sometimes I miss some. We got 30 more minutes on the clock. So, actually I was going to end this sooner today. Thank you for being here, Jeremy. Do you have something that calls you the most? Kungju? Whatever you feel makes you the happiest, go that way. Whatever gives you the most excitement. You could also, that's one way, Kungjun. How do you say your name? Kunju. You could also thank the Lord right now. That will bring you happiness. Thank everybody and everything. Great way to get the happiness. That's two ways. A third way would be to watch your ideas. Don't label them. Just watch them. And see if you can watch them to where they end. Okay? You could also buy, that's three ways. You could buy the course off of me, which helps you feel happiness forever. You have it forever. It's a technique from God. And it's how to feel God. No, that's not why there's crime. Crime is out of anger. It's a result of anger and sadness. They didn't. No one kills somebody or steals out of happiness. I'm amazed people listen to this scam. What scam is going on? Crime is a result of poverty. Anybody can overcome poverty. People don't find happiness in anger. That's an illusion. You're still angry. Hope you have a shitty day. That's just a projection, Josh Heron. But God bless you. If you just thank the Lord, be thankful for everything coming in your life, then you'll have relief. You'll have a release. And then you'll be happy. Hello, Natalie Rose. Yeah, I'm not even preaching. Yeah. Some say I'm yapping. Some say I'm preaching. It's not. It's bringing them. Okay. Yeah. Psycho likes to do crime for happiness. He's not. He's doing it. You don't know how he feels deep inside. He doesn't feel love. It's impossible to have bad intentions and to do crimes and feel love. You can't feel love to feel your natural state. It's a positive state. You can't feel this and know this and go hate and be in misery. It's impossible. Psychos are just justifying things or coming out of desperation because they're literally talking to themselves. People with the most money, they usually have fake happiness. Hi from Australia. And the real question, are you happy? I don't know if you're just asking like a self-inquiry, but obviously if I'm laughing, the moment is right here. Your pure happiness is right here. Happiness is just your life. And you're just chill cool. How good are my mustache rides? It's kind of like a hay ride. Yeah, crime is not only from poverty. People say, oh yeah, no one, there's laws, there's so many laws. People break those laws all the time. So do they really exist? Or am I happy? Well, go watch. I'm so happy, colon, if you're asking me, that people get mad at me because I'm happy. I'm more so in love with God. And I'm usually laughing so much it pisses people off. And I turned it down about 75%, my happiness, my laughing. Swayze, bro. Happy. I forget how to say that. Amarger. Hi from New Hampshire. Happy Dolly or Dowley. What's your positions on using firearms for self-defense? Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Some people are defending themselves from animals. Some people are hunting. It's the person behind the gun. You know? So it's not the gun itself. Many people own guns, but they're not hurting or killing anybody. And there's no reason not to have a gun. And there's no reason to have a gun. So obviously people are going to say usually for hunting is why they want guns. And some people and places need it for protection against other guns. So yeah. If you do use a gun for self-defense, you shouldn't. It's very hard for a conscious person, a person that's full in love, MK, you're not going to kill somebody. But usually a person that's fully conscious is not going to even have a gun. So, but if you do shoot somebody, you shouldn't aim to kill them. And if you kill them out of anger, that's going to come back to you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just them talking to themselves, Natalie Rose. Yeah, your mind, we went over the roller coaster already earlier. Hello, Oliver Plays. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with defending yourself, but you shouldn't really get to a point where you have to physically defend yourself, okay? And if it happens, it was meant to happen. You know, karma catch up to you. Simple as that. You say, oh, this wasn't supposed to happen. I can't believe it happened. Well, it is happening. It did happen. We could stop the questions about it. How did you react? Did you react calmly? Did you still have God? Know He's guiding you? Vladimir Sport. But there's nothing wrong with the gun. There's nothing wrong with a crime. Someone could commit a crime, quote unquote, but it could be for the betterment of humanity. Depends what it was. God could be using that person to help become more people aware. Why do you have long beard and long hair? It's a plethora of reasons, Vladimir. The real reason I won't reveal till a later time in a bigger audience. Just because I like it. And I don't have to spend time shaving. And I'm not trying to impress anybody. Nor am I not trying to not impress people. It's simply just growing. And why not have it, Vladimir? God bless you. Sorry, Banana, I didn't get to you yet. But now, see, that's a perfect time. Unfortunately, if you would have just waited, that's a great time for mods. That's a great time to tune someone out. Yeah. The whole conscious, the whole society's laws and how they're governed. This all comes from how the people are thinking and how the people feel. That's why the whole world is the way it is. It's not because of one person or a group of people. There's a bigger picture, per se. That is true, Peanut King. Yeah. And if guns in the right hands saves lives. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with guns. The sun is already happening. You don't need faith for the sun to rise up. Though you could. And you could still be thankful for it. And there's no logic behind the reasoning of the sun. It's actually just there. You're too old to have blood on your hands. Why would God think of... What would God think of how you lived your life? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Daryl. Or Darlene. Weapons I believe we never should have. Yeah. In the future, there's not going to be a reason for these weapons. I'm going to look it up now. Yeah, gun violence isn't a thing. It's just a overly aggressiveness. It's just violence. MK is right on the dot. You're going to be violent without the gun. Yeah. People hurt you more mentally than physically. People shoot you in the mind. They shoot down your hopes. They shoot down your dreams. Life is easier because God will take you out of poverty. He will guide you away from anything that's not for you. As soon as you have faith, and as soon as you act upon it. So that is a great point, the peanut turkey leg. Okay. No, people saving crime, I'm not sure. How do people get the results? By thinking positively and taking the action that feels right through your intuition. Bro, the stash has to go? Well, apparently it has to stay. From what a lot of people said. God bless you all. Have you read The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle? No. I've read some of The Power Now, Natalie Rose. I would be interested to read that. But when I was reading The Power Now from the library, I borrowed the book. My body was shaking so much the last 9 years. You might not know this. I couldn't read a page in a book. I couldn't sit still. Literally. So it was just too much to even read a page in a book. That's the hell I went through. So I have not read that, Natalie Rose. Yeah, you can have a war for God, but that's pretty much never happened. That is true, Jeremy Smith. In fact, the guy that handed me this note, his last name is Smith. Literally, the last name is Smith. Show you. So I showed you all the synchronicities already today. Everything in your life is happening for you. Don't go against it. Don't resist it. Okay? If you don't like a situation you're in, that's God telling you, hey, I have a better situation for you. Get out of this one. Follow your intuition. The sun makes it hard to see me. Yeah, my phone is cracked. Unfortunately. You can believe anything. That's why it's glaring. That's the sun. Jesus loves you. You can believe in anything and be in poverty. But you have to take action. I'm 110% with taking action. Thank you. I don't know. You look so sweet. I agree with what you just said. Alive I am. Life's all about taking action. And if you're not fine with going after what you love, or if you are fine with not going after what you love, what excites you, then you have to be fine with doing nothing or whatever is occurring. You can be fine with whatever's occurring. Be the happiest you ever was. Feel the most love. And then you can still even go after the things that you want to do to put you in better scenarios. Because it led me to him. That's great, Yoda. God works. He works in ways beyond your mind. You can't fathom how he's working. Okay? Yeah. And he's always working for you. I always meditate. I'm always in meditation. That guy, Kyle. I'm aware of everything I'm thinking. If I'm usually not thinking, though, at all. Therefore, I always feel the love. And I do actual techniques such as the Kriya course I have, which is $350. It's just a method from God that makes you feel him by quieting the mind. You're back. Thanks for being back. Self-realization is happiness. It is. It's always there. It's when you go against yourself that you're not happy. When you don't do what you want to do, you're already happy. But if there's something you want to do, feel called for, if you don't go after your life's purpose, you could still be happy, but it nags at you and people become upset or unhappy. Most people's happiness in the world, especially in countries where not complete poverty, it's because they don't do what you want to do. Simple. Very, very simple. It's religion of eternal soul, isn't it? Yeah. The universal lesson is to choose love. The universal religion is love. If you choose love with every choice, you won't have no resistance. You will have no resistance to your mind. Just choose love. And then you'll do things that you'll love. Rehab can be a great testimony. Yeah. The support. There could be love there. Yeah. We could talk about that for a while. Subscribe to MK's channel. Subscribe to MK. Jazz, I'm not ignoring any questions at all. There's so many comments in here. And two, I'm about to get out of here. I'm literally starving to death. Yeah, and I read even all the comments I can. Ghost Samurai. If God exists and is all powerful, why does this and go eat, bro? Okay, I'll answer 2 to 3 more. Also, that's why I'm not going into a lot of detail, because I'm about to end the live. Krishna's Archangel Michael's. Yeah. Similar. God bless you, Michael Miser. Okay. Hello, Lego. If God exists, because it's free will, you don't know God is still acting through that child. It's not a bad thing or a negative thing. You know, you may have sympathy for the child, but this is a very spiritual question. It might not make sense logically, because God works beyond the mind. Everyone has free will. That child could make their parents cry. They could be atheists or not believe in God. Now God has just sent this child specifically to wake up the parents. The child is not an individual. The child is a part of God. All life stems from the greater life. Okay? It's just appearing in different forms. So the baby, whether it's in a war and we're in Israel and the baby's suffering, it's to wake somebody up. God is trying to wake you up so you don't suffer, so you find happiness. Doesn't matter if the baby dies. And this is a real, you could say, harsh reality to come to. But on the other side of what you labeling it as bad or negative or suffering, is happiness, is God's love. He's trying to wake you up in any way possible. It just doesn't seem like it. Okay? And people don't want to face this. It's just your thought about the situation. There is no suffering going on. You think it's suffering. You're labeling it suffering. There is no negatives. There is no bad. You're turning God's control and what He has going on, which is positivity, as something bad, as poverty, as suffering. Because it's all just happening. God is just trying to bring you back to love. Also, people are paying back karmic deeds. Okay? The individual could want to come as a baby. Usually they come out to teach someone else a lesson. Babies usually teach us lessons, okay? Babies haven't developed an ego yet. They could be paying karmic debts. They could be paying bad deeds. God could have sent them, which He did. It's not your baby, though you might have protection over it. It's God's baby. It's just a baby. It's life itself. It can never be yours. I mean, you are just life. So, as if you own the baby, there is no ownership. And when you die, you lose all ownership. Okay. We could talk about that for a long time. Yes, I do, Saint Strain. Hopefully that was a good enough answer. We can love God. Yeah. Again, if there was a suffering baby in front of you, Jax or Jazz, whoever asked that, you would feel to go do something by the call of your intuition. That baby is not in front of you. And if you do see it from overseas and you feel a call, then go do something about it. That's your calling. It's going to feel righteous. Yeah. People are suffering everywhere. I'm suffering. I have very immense suffering simply because my body's been messed up for years. Most people are suffering. Most of the world. And then the other people that aren't suffering, they don't care about you. They don't care that you're suffering. So there's so many people that are sad, starving, and hateful. We are here to uplift humanity. That's why we're living to do this. You have to come into awareness. Also, if we were to focus on everybody else's sadness, their self-created problems, that's what most of it is, and all people's anger, we would just be angry all the time. We'd be so sad because all this is going on. If we had to go to everybody's funeral, we'd be going to funerals every day, every second. Because people are dying every day. What's the difference between the person that died, that you know and close with, between the person you don't know that died? Why do you value one over the other? Plants die, animals die. We're not going to funerals for them either. Maybe the kid with cancer wakes up to God and then he's free from suffering. And then he dies. But now he's with God. Well, that's just your interpretation, Saint Strain. Jesus Christ was God, and I speak about him many of times. It was a good question. You're gonna make Jesus suffer? How long did it take to grow that majestic beard? It's been going on to up to like 3 years. Thank you for the donation. I been growing this part right here for the same amount of time, but it has not grew in. Why am I wearing makeup? I don't know why this hasn't grew in. Because people think I'm insane. So I want to give them back their insaneness. Thank you, Euphoria. You're never going to hurt God, Jazz. That's just impossible. That's just egotistical thinking. Suffering going on. The story of Jesus is the life of God. Saint Strain. God bless you, BJ. May Jesus Christ be a part of all your lives. And you feel them. Okay? Yeah, Jazz is just trolling. That's okay. We can all love God, Gaudies. There's only one God, and it's the God of love. And what is God? God is the feel of life. That's why he gave it to us, to feel him, the story of Jesus Christ. That's why he died for our sins. You see how it's adding up? It's living right now. And what is love? Love is not an idea. It's simply your life. It's what you feel. Yeah. We've talked about Jesus Christ earlier in here. And pretty much the whole time. Hope you have long arms. Kratos. God is not in flesh form. He's literally the feeling of love. That is how we feel him. And you're living life, which is through love. CTE is real. Jesus, is that you? Working through Jesus and remembering what he did, but also his personality. Grandpa, catfish, and a monkey. Does God know I'm waiting for him to take his head? He's gonna send you straight to hell. And yes, he does know. Anything you think about, he is witnessing it all. Well, you didn't react last night? Yeah. React as if you're curious. As if it's exciting. Where's it going to take you? You don't know where it's going to take you. You think you know what's going to happen. But that's just, you're just trying to get to an answer. Oh yeah, I know that's going to happen. Well, then you ruin all the fun. Not saying you, Bunny, in general. Gigi, Beauvoir. I'm just saying when we think we know, it's usually never what we think we know. And then it takes away from the presence because you think you know. So you already have your reaction planned and what you're going to say and how you're going to attitude. See it as an opportunity. See it as an exploration. That was one of the most interesting things said in here today. You look like a philosopher. I guess so. Having hate for him, Jax, is not him. You're creating the hate inside of you. There is no hate outside of you. That's a mirage. You're the only one dealing with the hate. Feeling the hate. All right, I'll answer one more. That is true, Kongju, its peoples and their pastimes. Love is the feeling of life. It's the natural feeling. It comes in an act or can be distributed. Nice schizomaxing. Thank you for the beard compliments. I think you're aligning with the devil, Jazz. There is only one God. There's no such thing as other gods. Those are just spirits that the English language interpreted as gods. They're just spirits. Because Hindu and other languages or cultures, they don't have English. They don't call them other gods. But more so, there's one the main God, and everything is an offshoot or comes from that. That's a good question, though. But thank you all for your contributions. Yeah, that might have been one of the best trolls yet. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, out of like the all the times I streamed, that's one of the best trolls. We only have pink ones in here in Florida. Yeah, I got the rare blue flamingo earlier on the live. If you want to see it. Krishna's supreme peanut. Christ kind of sounds like Krishna. That's been coming to me lately. Why God allows suffering? Simply because he allows it. It's, yeah. It's your first stream. Yeah, it's the butt end of it. We're ending it now. Because when you love somebody, you don't force or control. If you were loved and forced, then you wouldn't have those thoughts. You wouldn't be living a life if you were forced. It's all a choice. God loves all you guys. Thank you for all your loves, your comments, your perspectives. I appreciate you guys all. Evil is basically just to come back to love and good. Evil's covering itself up with the ego. You guys have the best day of your lives. Keep faith and positivity. And watch your life change. Choose love with every thought and action. Yeah. Fallen angels, we could talk about that sometime. Thank you, Samuel Levin. Thank you, Heartaches. Thank you guys for all your contributions. Peanut turkey. Thank you, Joe Butler. It is iconic, ironically. Don't thank you, MK and Lego Euphoria.